Hey guys, welcome to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. Last time we had the awesome garden clash sequence. And this time we are in Galbadia Garden and we can run into battles. That's cool. And we fight these guys. These are death claws. We've been able to run into them for a little while. They don't have anything particularly useful. Show off some more of Irvine's stuff. Dark, depending on his crisis level, will inflict, I think, various amounts of status effects. I think it adds up, kind of like Quistis's bad breath ability, which someone was nice enough to tell me about in the comments there a while back. So we can inflict some status effects here. If I haven't shown this one off, let's show it off now. So yeah, it inflicts a number of status effects. I don't really care. If you press the circle button, or the cancel button rather, when you're in the midst of shooting, you'll cancel out of the limit break, and we can move on. Go! We get sharp spikes from them. That's cool, I guess. Alright. Now, this area is a little bit of a maze. It's the same layout as it was last time we were here. Nobody says anything. Nobody says anything. So I'm just going to show you the direct route since there's very little extra that you need to do. So you need to take the first right, and you need to go, the first right, and then you need the next right as well, which leads you to the stairwell. And this is important because, hey, look who it is. Fatigued? Is that it? Let's get it over with. You guys have a request. We don't know what's going on anymore. Just want the old cipher back, huh? Probably thinks he can't go back. Yeah, you're pretty much at that point. You've openly declared war against the place that you grew up, basically. Yeah, you're kind of all in on that at this point, aren't we? Now we need to go left past Raijin, and I think there's only one door that we can go into. Oh, look at that. End of disc 2 and we're fighting enemies from disc 1. Irvine. Fire ammo just does fire elemental damage. Nothing special about it. I think... Wow, look at that damage. It might hit more than one enemy. I can't remember most of what his ammo does, to be honest. It's all pretty basic. Some of it's just high-powered, some of it pierces armor, some of it, you know, has faster rates of fire. It's all pretty straightforward. Here we have an empty room. Yay for empty rooms, and it was this one. Hello. Well, you're kind of a student in the garden that's attacking us. Oh, okay. Most of the students were kicked out. Well, here, you can have this. We get keycard number 1. There's 2 other students hiding somewhere. They also have keycards to open the restricted areas. Nice fourth wall break to tell us this is going to happen. We go up here, we'll notice... Oh, they won't even show it. Never mind. There's a number of these doors that are blocked off by keycards, and we won't know that until, you know, we try and approach things. So now we're going to head back downstairs, and we're going to go back to the very first room. Doing this kind of in order makes a lot of sense. If you try and go about into all the different pathways, this area gets quite confusing quite quickly, so just kind of be aware of that. Alright, repeat battles are no fun. Here, and I think this is a dead end if I remember correctly. Yeah, just leads to one of the classrooms. This one is unlocked. This one would have been locked by keycard 1 before, so in order to get in here, we need to do that. And we'll just head right across the ice here. And this is the one drop point in the garden that we couldn't get before. It contains a protect drop point. Whoop-de-doo. Now, I'm specifically going to go out of my way to get an encounter here because I think this is the only screen in the game you can actually get an encounter with the unique enemies around here. If the game will let me. Thank you. Here, we fight hockey players? Well, not quite. We have slappers. They have Blizzard, Blizzara, and Water. I'm guessing at some level they will get press down. Higher level spells as well. You're not going to let me see? Yeah, there you go. Their faces are kind of skeletons. So demolition ammo, I think, is just high-powered ammo, if I remember correctly. And this one might hit more than one. Nope. So yeah, that's what that one looks like. And let's see, what else we got? I think we've seen most of this other stuff. Fast ammo moves really fast. AP ammo pierces armor, and pulse ammo is just really high powered. But yeah, you can see why I love fast ammo, especially when we can get his strength stats super high like Squall's. It just does ridiculous amounts of damage. Go. They give high potions, not that we care. But yeah, I just wanted to show that off because those enemies are unique and you rarely run into battles around here. And we want to go across the hall here. And what do you got? You're our last hope. We get keycard number 2. Now here, we couldn't do this before, but this one was locked a moment ago. Now we can go through it. And let's see here. I want to go down twice, and this should bring us to the starting screen. We wouldn't have been able to get here earlier. Yeah, so that warped us to like a room back from where we were. We just had to skip a step there. All right, so now that we're at the starting screen, now we want to go right again. And this time we want to go up to the 3rd floor instead of just the 2nd floor where Fujin and Raijin were. But yeah, this area gets really confusing if you are going in and out of doorways and you don't know where you are because everything looks exactly the same. It's a little bit of a maze. And these guys, I did want to show this off. You can indeed run into the Tri-Face enemies here. And if you want, you can level them up and then kill them that way. So here's some AP ammo. We'll see what this one looks like. At higher levels, you can get Flare from them, Pain, Bio, and Stomp. And he's dead already. Well, I guess I'm not going to card him then. If you level them up, you can both mug and kill them straight up. Look at all that experience. And if you're unlucky, you'll get Poison Powder. If you're luckier, you'll get... what are they? I already have a few of them. I think they're called Curse Spikes, Curse something. Where are they? Yeah, Curse Spikes. Because we want to get a lot of those before the end of the game. So anyway, there is an area around here where you can run into them relatively consistently. I think this one was locked by number 2, keycard number 2 before. But yeah, you can go and fight them if you so desire. If you do that, what you'll want to do, because at higher levels they can inflict the Confuse spell on you, you'll want to make sure Confuse is on status defense, just to make sure you're protected against it. Alright, here is a one-way trip for now. That one's unlocked for later. We've already seen this drop point when we were here the first time around. Contains shell. So yeah, this area may look a little familiar. Okay, and more repeat battles. I don't think there's too many enemies around here. Now we're just going to keep going down. But as I said, you've seen this area before. When we came here the first time. This is where we met Fujin and Raijin. Last time we were here, there was a haste draw point in the middle. This time there's, holy crap, what the hell is that? Yeah, I'm going to go around you a little bit. I'm going to go over here. You're kind of scaring the crap out of me, dude. So yeah, save point. Okay, we've made a number of changes. First things first, The guy right there, he's optional. You do not have to fight him. You want to fight him. Absolutely want to fight him. Second of all, you want to be at least level 20 or at least an average level of 20 before fighting him. Characters I have will do just fine. Next, we want to be protected from certain things. We also would like to not have our triples on, so I've given them to my backup characters. The reason why should be obvious. We're going to draw more. So I put pain to replace that on magic because it's the next best thing that I'm not using for something else very, very important. In this case, it was over here. The only thing you really need protection against is silence and berserk. The boss can also use blind, but, well, Selfie has 255 hit percentage, and so does Squall, so I think we're fine. Magic, again, pretty much the same setup here, and over here, same setup, but you don't have the protection. You want to make sure he has Mug, though. And Selfie now has the treatment command over on the right instead of card because, well, if someone happens to get berserk on them, namely Irvine, then we want to make sure that he's not going to kill the boss ahead of time. In fact, we might as well remove some of his ability to deal crap tons of damage. And yeah, that should be fine there. Now, there's apparently, somewhere around where his tail goes, there's apparently a set encounter with those tri-faces I was talking about before. You don't need to kill, to get that encounter, you don't need this guy to be alive, but it's just an indicator that it's on the stairs back here somewhere. I don't know. Walk up, talk to this guy. This guy has between 7 and 10,000 HP and can be a maximum of level 30. Let's just take it. Cerberus. Let's see how you do. First things first, yes, as long as he's at least level 20, you will be able to draw triples from him. I recommend getting rid of all your triples on other characters so that you can so you can draw maximum triples with these characters. So I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, we've managed to draw all the spells we need out of them. Maxed out our triples there. Doubles are nice. Quake is, nice, but we have access to those in other ways. The next thing we want to do is we want to absolutely make certain we mug this guy. Doesn't matter what level he is for the mug, but he must be at least level 20 to get triples. Otherwise, he'll only have double and quake. Now, you'll notice he's getting multiple spells in. Not only can you draw a triple from him, but he casts it as well. And just for an idea of what it does, since I almost never talk about it, we're unable to steal. So let's cure him up, because I don't want to kill him. He doesn't have that much HP. We'll cast triple on Selfie here, and I'll show you what double and triple respectively do. We want to keep you healed up, though. And we do want to mug you. We don't get your turn yet. That's fine. But yeah, if you have, 70% reduction in elemental damage from full life and life on your elemental junction, he's not going to do that much damage. He does change his AI script depending on whether he has triple cast on him or not. He has triple, he does a lot of Thundaga, but if he doesn't have triple on, he uses Tornado and Quake. He also can cast Berserk, Silence, and Blind, Arrow spell for some reason. And he can dispel statuses if he needs to. Try one more mug here, and we'll have Squall use the recover command. Speed Junction Scroll. Extremely valuable, and yes please. Alright, so this is what it does. Triple allows you to basically cast 3 spells in the same round. They have to be the same spell though, so I can go like this and go heal, heal, and heal, and get everybody back to full HP, if I want to do that. It does consume 3 of the spells, though there is an ability that you can get, very shortly actually, that allows you to only consume 1 for doing this. So we do a little bit of Dark Side here, and so we've milked this guy for triples, a Speed Junction Scroll. I think we've done enough. Let's finish this guy off. Yeah, protection against Berserk is helpful, because if you get Berserk, you're going to annihilate this guy really quickly. Like I said, maximum level 30, maximum HP is only 10,000. It's really not that much. he just takes a little while to draw from because he spams spells so often. You can use the Dispel ability and, or I guess the spell, and, why did I take damage from that? That's weird. Come on.
Show me what you got!
Yeah, that clip was going in there again. It had to. But yeah, once you get him down to about halfway, he'll do that. And then we can just finish him off. Selphie, with her ultimates on elemental defense, she absorbs all elements right now. So yeah, she is kind of indestructible in this fight. The only thing he has that can actually do a significant amount of damage is his tail whip attack. And that can do, with my stats, upwards of 800 or 1,000 damage. It's not really anything to worry about. Treatment was here instead of card, just in case Irvine fell victim to Berserk or Silence or something like that, and I needed to heal it off of him. That way I wouldn't have to use an Asuna. But anyway, we defeated him. Boss time, we get Cerberus's card. 30 AP. More importantly, the Cerberus GF. This optional fight is so worthwhile. It is ridiculously worthwhile. Getting Cerberus, it doesn't break the game, but, well, let's take a quick look at what Cerberus is. Cerberus has Speed Junction. Again, that's the second person with it, and if you haven't gotten Rosetta Stones, he's the second GF to have ability times 3. Prevents back attack. Why would I really care about that all that much? It's actually not a terrible thing, but he doesn't have it right now. I can't remember what the prerequisite for getting it is, but he has status attack and status defense as well. So we're going to work on Speed Junction first, I believe. I don't think I have a note to do anything with you. Yeah, so we're going to do that, and what I'm also going to do right now is I'm going to switch around all of my junctions. And because with Cerberus, having the ability to get the next GF I have that's going to be able to get the ability for status defense, I want everyone to be able to take advantage of that. So I'm going to rearrange everything, set everything back up, and make a couple of changes, which I will show you, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So I brought Renoa in place of Selphie now, not for any particular reason, just because she's lower level, and well, I had Selphie in for a little bit. She had a little bit of rest there, and I got her back in the action, but I don't want to bog her down too much. So anyway, let's take a quick look at what I've done here. Quetzalcoatl, Siren Brothers, that's the same as before. Nothing there has changed. Squall, as you can see, is missing the Vitality Junction because I've removed Carbuncle and I've put Cerberus on instead. Next, over here, we gave you the Carbuncle GF, which means I finally have my Dark Side Drain combo, which I talked about much earlier in the game. This is very, very powerful, allows you to deal tons of damage and still heal some of the damage that Dark Side would have otherwise done. Because Dark Side deals a little bit of damage to the user, just like back in Final Fantasy IV. So having Drain on allows us to gain almost all of the damage that would have been done to us back and still do crap tons of damage. Plus, he also has the option to mug if I so desire him to do so. Very, very nice. Now, because Squall's missing Vitality Junction, well, we bought some stuff earlier. Vitality Junction. I plan to give this to Ifrit, I believe. That's in my notes. Yes. So now I have that ability. Junction Squall. And we can now put Meltdowns back on here and get ourselves our nice stats again. Very nice. He doesn't need anything on hit percentage because it's not going to go up at all. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, Cerberus absorbs thunder and nullifies wind damage. Not that that really matters, but it's there. And there's something else to do here. Yeah, let's take a quick look at Cerberus here. Has magic and spirit here. Well, I don't want to bother learning those. So what you can do is if a GF already has those abilities set to learn, but hasn't actually learned them yet, if you give them, say, a Magic Junction scroll that'll teach it that, and a Spirit Junction scroll that'll teach it that as well. Wrong one. Then it automatically teaches those, and we learn the ability to get status attack and status defense, which I will be working on as well. Speed, I think that takes priority right now. Yeah, we're halfway done over here. Once we get that, the next thing we'll be working on is status defense more than status attack. Like, very, very important to put those two out of the way. It's probably magic, but it could be spirit as well that you have to learn in order to unlock status attack and defense, or maybe each of them you need. I can't remember. But anyway, we still have our full stats. We've only used 3 of those scrolls, and now we have the ability to start working on status defense whenever we would like. But that's pretty much all the time we have for today. We cleared things out. By the way, the encounter, I'm not sure if it's just like a random battle. One of the walkthroughs says it's a fixed encounter. I'm not sure if that's the case or what the deal is, but they say you can run into tri-faces consistently. I've never experienced this myself, but this is where they say you're supposed to do it. I don't know. There's some sheer feathers that I don't need. Look at all that damage. But anyway, if you so desire, you can use this room to run into tri-faces. I wouldn't do it here. There's a much easier way of doing this later in the game. It all depends on whether you want to wait for the result of getting 100 curse spikes until later in the game, or if you want to do it now. For me, it's very consistent at the end of the game and a lot faster, so I'll just do it then. But yeah, anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys for the Disc 2 finale next time.